Look at this. This is my new step-by-step PDF for invisible zippers. And I've been testing out this black and white version to make sure it was good before I made it pretty. But I'm ready to show you my pretty pink one. It matches my sign back there. So I'm ready to use it and to show you with this pillow, which is also pink, how to use it. And then I get to post my PDF on how to do invisible zippers onto Patreon, so you can download this yourself and print it and have all of the 3 pages. The last page is really short, but there's 25 steps, which sounds like a lot, but it's very specific, quick little steps, so that each individual step is very simple. So I tried to make this very, very, very simple so anybody could follow it, including me. I've been pulling this out every time I need to make invisible zipper pillow and training myself on how to use these zippers right here and make it easier and easier and easier every single time. And now I finally feel like this does it. This makes it easy. So I'm gonna go through this one more time and then let you make your own decision if you think that this is an easy way to do it. And then you can find the PDF on Patreon with an extended cut video to go along with it and print it out for yourself. Okay, enjoy. So the PDF is broken up into sections. We have prepare the zipper, mark and position. So the first side, so the second side, and finish the pillow. So each section goes over a different phase of making the pillow, including just preparing the zipper. So I've already gotten one pillow of these 2, kind of like almost finished. This one right here. I already filmed some of this one. So, and in that section of video, I already made this other zipper and have some fabric on one end and a pin on the other. So this one is through the first stage of instructions, which is prepare the zipper. And so now I'm ready for the second section of instructions, which is mark and position. Step 5, back to the pillow front. So here we have our pillow front. Mark the ends of the pillow 2 to 3 inches from each corner. And on the other one I did 2.5, so I'm going to do 2.5 on this one, and I just am using a pencil. 2.5. Okay, next step, line up the pillow back and mark the same exact spots. So here's my pillow back, and so this is the bottom of the back, this is the bottom of the front. So I'm going to line up the corners and then mark this side of the pillow in the same exact spot, which is 2.5 inches in. And then we're going to lay the zipper between the pillow front and back with the slide on the left and the zipper face down. So I'm just going to make a little gap so I can fit the zipper in there, and we're going to line it face down. So this is the face, the smooth side. Zipper teeth will be up and the slide is going to be on the left. I'm not going to open it yet though. We're going to eventually slide it over towards this pin. So we're going to lay it in between the front and the back. And then with the slide on the left and the zipper face down, you will see the teeth. So here's the little diagram. Then step 8, mark the zipper at the same exact spots on both ends of the zipper, front and back. Okay, so wherever our pencil marks are on the pillow, we're gonna mark both edges of the zipper in the same exact spots. Okay, that was easy. Step 9, here's where we slide the zip past the pencil mark on the left. So now I can pick it up because I know that it's marked. So this zipper slide has to come to the back of these pencil marks. So all the way over here, all the way up to the pen or the pin. But really it just needs to have enough room beyond the pencil marks to work with at the sewing machine. Basically the feed dogs and your sewing machine foot has to have room to fit right here on both sides. So that's the whole reason the zipper has to be longer than the pillow, so that you can get that slide beyond where you're gonna sew it. Okay, so next, pick up the zipper, leaving it face down, and move it into position on the front of the pillow. The side of the zipper closest to you will be the part that you sew on the front of the pillow. So we're gonna pick it up and move it up to the pillow front and lay it down, because this side that's closest to me will be the part that gets stitched onto this pillow front, onto the pillow front. Next step, 11, open the zipper to prepare it to pin to the pillow. So now is when I can open the rest of this pillow zipper. Keep mixing up my words. So now I can open up the rest of this zipper because we need to have access to this whole zipper side right here. Okay, so now it's laying on the pillow front, and this side that's closest to me is the side that we're gonna pin into place. And that's step number 12. We're gonna match the marks on both sides of the pillow and zipper and pin it into place. So I'm gonna line up the pencil marks right there and put a pin right there, and the same on this side over here. And then there's a little note, because this pillow has welt, we wanna keep the teeth on top of the welt cord. So the teeth of the zipper have to stay on top of the welt cord. And then remember, the slide should be on the left with the zipper face down. Okay, so I'm gonna put a few more pins in here to help hold it in place. And then I'm gonna take this to the sewing machine, because we are on to the next phase of the instructions, which is sew the first side. Okay, so we're ready to go to the machine. Okay, first step on the sewing section is start sewing the zipper at the first mark and backstitch. So that means at our first pencil mark right here, right there, we're gonna start with the needle down right at that pencil mark and start sewing a little bit, and then backstitch, and then continue sewing. So we're gonna get the zipper under the foot and put the needle down right at that pencil mark. And then I'm gonna take that pin out because I don't want to sew over it, and then start sewing and then backstitch. So now we're off to the races. Just gonna sew this zipper on all the way down, and the teeth are on top of the welt. Okay, I'm almost to the other end. Let me check my instructions, because it probably says something about stopping at the next pencil line. Okay, number 14 was continue sewing the zipper close to the teeth, but not too close or it won't work. Number 15, stop sewing exactly at the other mark and then backstitch again. Okay, that's where we're at right now, right here. Here's the other pencil mark, almost there, about an inch to go. And then stop sewing. And I'm gonna cut my thread nice and close and then show you. So here is my pencil mark. I stopped sewing right there, you can see. And same thing over here. I started right on the pencil mark. And I'm also gonna clip these threads right away. Next step is to test the zipper, because if you sewed too close, it will not work, and it's better to know now than after you get the other side sewed on, because then you have to take apart both sides. So let's see, it works, yay! Test approved, and I can continue. I'm gonna open it back up, and now we're on to the next section, which is sewing the second side down here. Step 17, line up the pillow back on the other side of the pillow, on the other side of the zipper, and match all the marks. So I'm gonna go get the other piece and bring it over here. Be right back. Okay, here's my pillow back, and I have a pin on the bottom so I know which way is up and down. So I'm gonna flip it over so my pillows are right side together, front and the back, and the bottoms are both laying in the right place. Bottom and bottom, okay? So now here is the zipper that is not stitched on to the back yet, and the front one is already stitched on. So I have the pillow pieces laying right sides together like this, and I'm just going to peel this part back, and then I can grab the other part of the zipper and connect it to the back like this, and then I can also line up my pencil marks accordingly, and that is the next step. So I'm going to pin that one right there, and then same on the other side, this pencil mark and this pencil mark. And this side is much easier than the first side because there's no welt to work around. So I have both of those pinned and ready to go. If you wanted to put a few other pins in the middle, go for it. Go for it. Might be a little easier, or you can leave it loose. At this point, now that we're pinned into place, step 18 basically is to repeat steps 13 through 16, which were the steps taken to sew the first one, which means starting at the first pencil mark, backstitching, and then sewing to the next pencil mark, backstitch, and then that part's done. Okay, so we'll do that right now. That side is done now, and here was the beginning right at the pencil mark. Okay, so let's see what the instructions say next. Okay, next step, because we just repeated steps 13 through 16, which was step 18, and now next step, clip all the loose threads. And so I have some threads right here to clip. If you don't clip these, your zipper will get stuck and it will not work. So make sure you clip all your threads, and then we're gonna test the zipper one more time now that we have both sides stitched into place. Let's see if it works. Yay, it works. Beautiful. Okay, now after testing it for the second time, the next step, 20, is leave the slide in the middle of the zipper. Because if we leave it here, we're gonna get it stuck inside the pillow, not where it's accessible. So we need to open it back to like the middle and then leave it right there. This will also leave us an opening to turn the pillow right side out when it's all done. Okay, so now we're on to the last phase of the pillow, which is finishing the pillow. So now we're gonna sew the corners. Step 21 is to sew each corner up to the pencil mark. So we're gonna turn this back, right sides together, and sew each corner, and we're still on the zipper side. We're gonna sew this corner right up to our pencil mark where we started, and this is gonna trap this zipper inside the pillow, the zipper end, so that the bottom of the pillow on the front will be pretty and locked in place. And then we'll do the same on this other end, which will also lock this end in place. And at this point, we can take out this pin. We don't need it anymore. So we're gonna sew from the corner up to this pencil line and backstitch on both sides. Let's start on this side. I'm just lining up the corners, keeping the edges even. Come a little closer here. Oops, there we go. So you can maybe see this is where I started sewing before, right there. And I'm just gonna sew right now just up to that stitching right there, just to trap the zipper. There, and then backstitch. Okay, let me show you that up close. There we go. So that's what I did just now. It's just that corner part right there, and you can see where those stitches meet from the original to the one I just did just now, right there. And now I can do the same to this other side, and then we're almost there. Okay, backstitch. And there's how that one looks. So let's see what our instructions say next. Okay, we just did step 21. So 22 is pin the other 3 sides of the pillow together to finish sewing. And I like to put my corded edge on top for sewing up the rest of the sides. So rather than having this part on top to sew to finish it, I like to have this part, the side with the welt, on top. So I'm gonna pin it with that part on top, the welted part. I'm gonna pin it together and come back and sew it just like this. And then we'll be finished. There might be like one more step or two. The last 3 on page 3, sew all 3 sides, and then turn and check the corners and press, and then stuff the pillow and admire your work. Those are the last steps. So I'm gonna go pin this right now, and then I'm gonna come back and sew it. Okay, I have this one pinned and ready to go, and I just have this other one to pin from the other day that I started pinning. I'm gonna finish pinning that one. I just wanted to show you that if you pin your pillow corner to the table, then you can use this hand to pull all the layers nice and tight, or taut. And then you can easily pin the other parts of the pillow together, having all the layers nice and taut and smooth. That's like having an extra pair of hands by using your table and pinning into the padded tabletop. Okay, now I can finish both of these 2 pillows, sew up the 3 sides, turn them, tuck the corners out, and then press them when they're done. So I think I must have had the camera on time lapse during this clip, so I'm slowing it down and just gonna try to explain what the heck is going on in this clip. It looks like the pillow is finished, and I'm turning it right side out, getting ready to press it, make it pretty, and check it, make sure it's all good to go, and getting all the corners pointed out nice and pointy, checking the zipper, making sure it works. checking the last step of the PDF, step by step, number 25, is to admire your work. And so maybe that's what I'm doing. I'm just admiring my work, which is the very last step. It's the best step of all. So take a second, pat yourself on the back, and admire your beautiful work that you just birthed into the world, because it's a great achievement. And so this pillow is finished. It's looking beautiful. I'm pressing it, and both sides look beautiful. These are going to be shipped to a different city, so we are not going to stuff them. So you just get to see how they look nice and flat. And hopefully, I think, yep, here we go. I'm looking at the zipper kind of up close, and you can kind of see that it's barely visible unless you peel back the fabric and try to find it. So at a quick glance, it's hard to see, which is a good thing because it's supposed to be invisible. And so I think I did it. Yay, hooray! Thanks for watching.